Christopher is becoming quite a regular on the show thanks to all his prized possessions. Today, he's here to show us a vintage beauty that has a special place in his heart, a 1974 Enfield Crusader. Christopeher Rodrigues' stable is home to vintage beauties like a 68 Java, a 75 diesel Bullet and also a 1964 Lambretta. But there was one that Christopher couldn't seem to get his hands on ever since his childhood, the Enfield Crusader.
I've always ridden the Crusader, but this particular vehicle holds a special place in my heart because it belongs to my eldest sister's father-in-law, Mr. A.V. Jansen, who bought it originally in '74 from the company. And this vehicle has been used by him regularly since then. And from that time, I've been trying to get him to sell me the vehicle. But he was not willing to part with it. And eventually it ended up not being used because he's not able to ride in traffic, modern traffic and congestion and stuff like that. So it was lying idle for about 4 years. Then finally I got my dad and my brother-in-law to convince him to sell the vehicle to me. So one day I just went to his house and we picked up the vehicle and brought it home.
However, like an unexpected child, Christopher was not really ready to take on the Crusader, as he had his hands full trying to work on the Java already in his possession. As a result, his Crusader was sitting in his stable collecting dust for a long time.
We brought this bike home and it was lying in my dad's place for nearly 2.5 years. And then one fine day, my dad he came to me and said, "You wanted this vehicle, we bought it for you," and we went and spoke and got it. "What are you going to do with it? Is it just going to lie there or what?" So the next day I went to my mechanic Babu and told him, "You better come home and strip the vehicle." So Babu and myself, next day we stripped the vehicle completely and we started the restoration from there.
Right from the speedometer to the silencer, Christopher searched far and wide to ensure that his beauty was in stock condition. But to make her more dependable for regular city riding, Christopher decided to change a few important elements.
We had to make a few deviations to this vehicle, and change it from non-original spares. For example, this handlebar is non-original, but it's there for comfort's sake because we use this for the daily ride sometimes. Then we have these trafficators, which is actually a replica of the 60s and 70s models used in UK. And it's necessary today in these traffic conditions to have trafficators. Then we also have this coil which is inside, which is originally a 6 volt, but now it has been converted to 12 volt for better reliability during rainy weather and stuff like that. And we have this seat, which is actually supposed to be a little lower, but for comfort reasons it's been made a little bit thicker and higher, so that it's more comfortable to ride.
Whether it was his childhood dream come true or the sheer performance of the bike that impressed Christopher is anyone's guess. But Christopher was so moved that he decided to pick up another one right away. And this time around, he has different plans for his beauty.
I have another Crusader lying at home which is in pretty bad condition. A lot of it is missing, so I have decided not to take it up and bring it into original condition, but instead, since it's a late 60s model, I decided to go with the 60s look from the UK and convert that into a cafe racer. So that will be my next project, and it's going to keep me busy because every little bit has to be fabricated, right down from the tank to the number plates and mudguards and other things. So that's going to take some time before I complete.
A cafe racing style Crusader, I would have loved to cover that, but unfortunately this may well be my last week on the show. I know all good things have to come to an end, but do keep writing to us at feedback@ndtv-hindu.com, as the team is always eager to hear from you. Take care.